Mid last year, Tanzania's President John Pombe Magufuli advised President Museveni to forego short-term gains in taxing oil companies and focus on the big picture of setting up a pipeline. Magufuli, who was hosting President Museveni at the Uganda-Tanzania Business Forum in Dar es Salaam, insisted that the long tax issues were delaying the oil project.
We are supposed to move. Katika biashara, huwezi ukapata super profit. It's sharing and giving. You have to lose a little so that you gain more.
In response, Museveni promised to solve the controversy around the oil pipeline project.
But we shall get in touch with the oil companies and resolve these small residual issues.
Well, today, the residual issues appear to have been solved with the signing of the host agreement between Uganda and French oil giant Total EP. Observers say this will pave way for the final investment decision on the production of Uganda's oil. The project, which is expected to cost a consortium of $4 billion, will run from Buseruka in Hoima district and end up in Bukoba. But where has there been a delay in this project for over 12 years?
Oil companies have also treated cautiously because they knew we are going to spend a lot of money. This is shareholder money, and a lot of it is going to be borrowed from the bankers. And the bankers are the most risk-averse people. A banker will only put money in a project where it's going to earn a return, or it's guaranteed that it will be able to get back its money. And if it's not going to be able to get its money, it will always put their conditions. So that is why the second tax dispute we had involved Tullow Oil. Now, when Tullow Oil acquired the entire stake of Heritage Oil, that meant that it held 100% interests in Uganda's oil. But as a means of mitigating the risk and also making sure that other players come on board so that they can jointly raise the enormous resources required to develop the sector, Tullow Oil decided to sell off stake to Total and Sino. That is how Total and Sino came on board. Now, approval of that transaction took a bit of time because the government gave to Tullow Oil a condition that we will only approve this transaction if you have paid the taxes. Before you pay the taxes, forget about the deal closing.
Now that the deal has been struck, what lies ahead for the oil and gas sector in Uganda?
We did some simulation, and that simulation indicated that if Uganda brought in about 10,000 expatriates, and I think we took a very conservative number, every month Uganda would be able to collect about $100 million in taxes, pay as you earn alone, which in a year would probably translate to about 1.2 billion. That is really significant, and this is money that you're actually earning even before crude oil production commences. But then there's also the...
After signing the agreement yesterday, President Museveni promised that the profits will be used to develop infrastructure and ICT. It still remains to be seen when the actual works will start. Raymond Tamale, NTV Weekend Edition.